Hey kids, Shoe Diesel here. Sorry it's been a few days. I've been insanely busy and yeah, long story. First things first. Tonight in Norman at the Ofidelis, Ofidelis will be playing a show. So that should be all different kinds of good times and fun times and drunken times and all different kinds of times. Times. So as normal, a couple stories I figured I'd tell you guys about. Starting with see, look, I made notes this time. See, this woman who lives in South Florida, she has her phone service through T-Mobile and got an unusual bill the other day. It was $200,000. Can you imagine? Oh, hey, T-Mobile bill today. Okay, let's just go ahead and pay it. Open up the bill. 200K. What the fuck? That's at least that's what my reaction would be. Apparently, she has two brothers who are also on her plan, and they are both deaf and mute. Which, I mean, kind of offhand, why are those things always kind of mutually exclusive? They always go together. You never really hear one without the other. But anyway, oh, weird looks for people. Yay! So she gets this $200,000 phone bill because apparently her brothers went on a trip to Canada, and while they were there, because they text a lot, use a lot of videos, that's what caused the $200,000 phone bill. So but T-Mobile kind of did the right thing. They were able to reduce the bill to $2,500, which is still a huge fucking chunk of change. And but they're giving her 6 months to pay it out. If I got a $2,500 bill, I'd need a hell of a lot more than 6 months. I'd be like, how about you just cancel my service? But then again, then T-Mobile is going to be on you forever, trying to kill you. They'd probably send one of the nice guys from the store, maybe that chick from the T-Mobile commercials, to break your legs. Yeah, it's kind of a funny picture. I wish I could, like, set up some kind of skit where that nice-looking girl is breaking somebody's legs, because that would be funny to me. Let's see, what's next? Oh, okay, so domestic abuse. Everyone can say domestic abuse is bad, okay? But there was a woman charged with domestic abuse. She was actually arrested for battery because her and her husband got into a fight, and she threw cupcakes at him. Now, I think maybe we're going a little bit too far with our laws here. Let's clearly define domestic abuse. I mean, a man can literally be held into a relationship that he has no will to be in because the woman is threatening him with his children, while this woman is being arrested for throwing cupcakes at a guy. I'm sorry, if I throw a cupcake at you, I'm pissed. Go fuck yourself. I'm not getting arrested. I'll throw cupcakes at the police officers. Cupcakes for everyone. I throw a cupcake at you. I will throw a cupcake at you. Don't test me. In other news, recently this story makes me feel lazy and fat, just because it's about a marathon. Recently there was a marathon in some other part of the world. And one of the guys who completed the marathon was 100 years old. And so here I am at 27. You ask me to run a marathon, I'm going to tell you to kiss my white ass. I ain't running 26.2 miles for no one, unless it's from the cops. Which, no, don't run for the cops. Bad kids. Bad. No. But yeah, this 100-year-old man ran a marathon, and that's quite an accomplishment. I mean, people my age run marathons and feel accomplished. This dude's 100. Come on. see what else we got. Yeah. I'm literally looking at my notes so I don't forget because I have a horrible fucking memory. Horrible. Well, it's kind of odd. I have a good memory for some things and a horrible memory for others. Like, I can remember exactly word for word something that was said to me 3 weeks, 3 years ago, but I can't remember what I had for lunch yesterday. Not exactly sure how that works, so if anybody wants to tell me in the doobly-doos below, that'd be cool. So I guess MTV is still... MTV just needs to hang up the towel. You're done. You've had a good run. Time to give it up. But they're still trying. They're trying to cash in on this Occupy Wall Street protest that's been going on, which is going to end up making a huge joke out of the whole deal. But they're trying to cast Occupy Wall Street protesters for Real World 27. I think I stopped watching Real World at Real World, like, 6? Whatever the fuck that was. Like, New Orleans was the last one I watched, and I was just like, alright, this shit's ridiculous. Well, it was either New Orleans or Hawaii. I'm not sure which came first. Because I don't really give a fuck about Real World. But the fact that they are actually trying to cash in on this Occupy Wall Street thing, I don't know. On one hand, it could be cool. I mean, they could, with these cast members, if they could shed light on a lot of issues that aren't having the light shed on them. Or it could just make a joke out of everything and completely wipe out everything that the Occupy Wall Street protest has done. Which, okay, so it hasn't really done anything, but in the same token, it has. I mean, it's letting the big government know that there's civil unrest, basically. That, I mean, the next generation that's coming into power is not happy with the way things are being ran. And so if somebody doesn't grab a hold of that and run with it, when our generation really does come into power and starts going for political offices and bullshit like that, I mean, what's going to happen? You're going to have a lot of kids who never grew up trying to run shit, and they're going to do it the wrong way. Then again, everybody does it the wrong way in some capacity. I don't remember the last time there was a president that somebody didn't hate. But yeah, so that's the thing. We've got lots of new t-shirts coming up for both the Shoe Diesel and Ofidelis has some new t-shirts coming up in the world. I think I don't know, we're still working on the street team thing. I gotta talk to the guys in OFID and find out exactly how they want to handle that. But yeah, so that's the thing. Halloween's coming up. Fucking hate Halloween. I don't get it. Everybody's like, oh, why do you hate Halloween? Why do I hate Halloween? I don't do the whole scare me thing. Because when people scare me, 9 times out of 10, I take them seriously. And so it makes me aspire to violence. And that's never good for Halloween. And the other thing is, I don't really like candy. I don't really do costumes. And so the whole thing's just kind of dumb to me. I don't get it. Yep, more weird looks. Let's see, what else is going on? Is there anything else I can tell you guys about? Oh, so my blog's getting a little bit of attention, not necessarily from the right people, but my manager at work decided he wanted to start cracking on me the other day. So he said he was proud of me, and that really meant a lot to me. So, Justin Fiddler, this one's for you. No, I'm really fucking with you. Well, I mean, he really said that. And, but he was kind of being a smartass. And, so there's that. So, just know, working for a smartass is an interesting thing. It's kind of odd. yeah, so I'm gonna transition from that subject before I end up pissing them off or something like that, because I do that. I piss them off quite a bit from what I can tell, and I'm still not entirely sure how I managed to do it. I just do. I don't know. Maybe it's just my dieselness. That's right. I just said my dieselness. I just used my own name as an adjective or some other form of grammar. I just got something on my fingers. It's gross. So yeah, there's that. I don't know. I guess the one thing I've really learned throughout life is everybody's gonna talk shit. Everybody's gonna try to keep you from doing what you want to do, what you think you should do. And if you're doing something right and everything's going your way, chances are you're not doing it right. Wait, that didn't make any fucking sense, did it? Yeah, but you know what I'm trying to say. If you're doing something right, somebody's always going to try to stand against you. And so just don't let them. So I'm going to keep plugging away with my diesel vlog, my meager beginnings. Going to keep working on some projects that I have kind of back here in the back of my mind and are slowly working forward. Hopefully one day they'll become profitable. But yeah, so you should all come to see Ofidelis tonight. Ofidelis is absolutely fantastic, especially now that they're back up to the 5-piece. So excited. So excited. There might be a show coming up early November with Ofidelis and I don't want to say the names of the bands just because if it doesn't come to fruition, then you guys all might hate me and like start rioting on my account, and I don't want to see that happen. But just know there might be a show early November that I personally am very excited about because one of the bands hasn't played a show in almost 2 years, I think. I don't know, it might be almost a year. I don't remember exactly. No, it was almost 2 years, yeah. Sorry, I had to think of where I was living last time I went to one of this band's shows. But if more information becomes available about that, I will certainly let you know. Why do I keep ripping parts of trees off? I don't know. But, and the other band that's on it is a nationally touring band called Waverly. Obviously, you can tell which band I'm really excited about because it's the one I don't want to say the name to. But yeah, so I'm going to go. Yeah, so Diesel Vlog. It's going to be a thing, I promise. Tell your friends. Foliage!